In occupied Zaporizhia, 12 Ukrainian drones barely visible blurs scream toward a Russian ammunition train. They hit 97 kilometers per hour, but the liftoff signature is a massive electromagnetic spike. The enemy has the position. The first 152mm shell shakes the dust from the operator's ceiling. A choice: abort and live, or continue into the firestorm. They choose the mission. A Russian BTR spots the swarm and opens fire, tracers cutting through the morning air. The drones split instantly, high, low, middle. Below them, a $10 million electronic warfare monster, the R-330 ZTEL, begins flooding the sky with 10 kilowatts of interference. It may as well be an expensive paperweight. The secret weapon? A fiber optic cable, thinner than fishing line, tethered to 9 of the drones. Data flows at the speed of light, completely immune to the magnetic storm. Meanwhile, Russian artillery finds their bunker, but the operators are in 3 separate dispersed positions. A direct hit on one cannot lethally affect the others. Resilience is baked into the plan. The third artillery round impacts closer, scattering shrapnel at 1,500 meters per second. 3 pieces find their mark, severing the delicate fiber optic tethers of drones 2, 5, and 8. They instantly drop to radio backup, now vulnerable. The others surge ahead, their light pulse connection intact. As the operators in the first bunker sprint through connecting tunnels to a backup position, the 4th shell lands where they were. They bought themselves precious time. The ZTEL system activates its full power, a massive flood of energy designed to silence the sky. The 3 radio backup drones go dark instantly, but the 9 fiber-connected drones keep flying, their signal impossibly clean. Confused, the Russian EW operator pushes the broadcast to saturation. And here is the beautiful irony of electronic warfare. The jamming field is indiscriminate. The BTR crew, seeing the swarm approach on thermal, tries to radio the air defense system 3 kilometers away. Nothing but static. In trying to blind the enemy, they have blinded themselves. The BTR gunner has 8 seconds to engage the swarm as it crosses. 9 targets the size of dinner plates, janking like drunk hummingbirds at 27 meters per second. The geometry is impossible. Every round misses. The train, meanwhile, accelerates to 56 kilometers per hour, forcing continuous battery-draining course corrections. Then, the Panzer S1, a system designed to kill cruise missiles, engages with proximity-fused, airburst shells. It creates a 4-meter sphere of shrapnel, vaporizing 2 drones. The survivors scatter. The Panzer gunner makes the classic mistake. He commits to the easier high-altitude group. He elevates his barrels, leaving the low-altitude strike group a clear path. 4 special drones, flying 500 meters behind the twain, dive onto the tracks. Their payload ignites on impact, thermite. It burns at 2,500 degrees Celsius, melting 1,370-degree railroad steel like paper, instantly turning 4 sections of track into molten puddles. The Panzer is forced to cease fire, the barrels glowing cherry red to prevent heat warping. This creates a 12-second window of clear sky, an eternity in combat. Smoke from the thermite fires creates a blanket of carbon particles, blinding all Russian thermal imaging. The drone cables release automatically at 12,000 meters. 6 drones remain. The train engineer pushing the throttle past the stops only causes the wheels to slip and the train to lose speed. The Panzer is defeated by trigonometry as the drones enter its 500-meter minimum range. Russian soldiers at the final checkpoint open fire, but the drones use the 600-meter-long train as cover. To hit the attackers, they would have to shoot through their own cargo. The operator had calculated for 60% losses. They only needed 4 hits. The margin is positive. The lead drone slams into the coupling pin, its shaped charge shearing the massive steel instantly. 4 more impacts follow. Fuel line, brake line, and the thin skin of an ammunition car. The final decisive blow. A strike to the ventilation system of Wagon 22. Inside, 12 tons of TOS-1A thermobaric rockets are heating from internal damage. The impact pushes the temperature past 447 degrees Celsius. The auto-ignition point. The fuel-air mixture detonates with a 3,000 meters per second pressure wave. Wagons 20 through 24 simply cease to exist. A mushroom cloud climbs to 1,400 meters. $4,800 worth of modified racing drones erased $127 million in Russian military assets and severed a critical rail line. If you like deep dive in military, please don't forget like, comment, share, and subscribe to more informative videos. Thanks for watching.